Good morning, my Saturday morning connectors. It's a great day. It's a great morning. It's a great year. It's a great moment. Keep believing, keep hoping, keep hope alive. Live from the new studios, the Marketplace Connection is on the air. I want you to leap into your destiny, upgrade your thinking, expand your capacity, because God wants to give you more. You are more than what you have become. Well, good morning, my Saturday morning connectors. I am Linda Hunt, your host connector here on the Marketplace Connection. I am so glad to have you be a part of our viewing and listening audience. And we have a wonderful broadcast today. So I just want you to click, like, share, tell somebody, tell a neighbor, tell a friend that the Marketplace Connection is on the air. And listen, I just want you to know that April is the month of hope. And because it is the month of hope, we want you to remember that you always have hope, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what is going on in the world, we have hope. You can get through anything. And so you just have to keep hope alive. You have to keep believing. You have to keep pressing, knowing that all things are working together for your good. Well, today I have a hope builder. We are going to talk with this morning, Miss Michelle D. Clark, and she is affectionately known as the Hope Dealer, bringing happiness. She's a happiness coach, a change agent, and she is also the owner of the Live Life Coaching Solutions, LLC. And because of that, she has brought hope to many women. So we're just going to get right into the broadcast this morning. And we're talking with, again, Miss Michelle D. Clark of the Live Life Coaching Solutions. Come on in, Michelle. Welcome to the Marketplace Connection. I am so glad to have you here as my guest today. So welcome. Tell us a little bit about you this morning.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Linda. I am super excited to be here. I'm telling you, if I was any happier, it would probably be illegal in 3 states.
Amen. Amen. Well, we are glad to have you here again on the Marketplace Connection. And so tell us a little bit about what Live Life Coaching Solutions, how you are a beacon of light for women. Tell us a little bit about that and what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I'm just a small town girl with big time dreams. And I'm just so happy and grateful that God spared me from some of the adversity that I have experienced so that now I can reach back and empower other women. And that's how I am that beacon of light because, child, I've been through some things. I've been through some things as far as I've been through a divorce. I've had 2 critical illnesses. I actually 2 strokes. I had cancer,
Wow.
stage 2 breast cancer. Yes, and all before the age of 40. So it was very traumatic. I've gone through situations, unfortunately, domestic violence and sexual assault. As a matter of fact, when I was 14 years old, I thought I was invincible, as most people do when they're 14. And I thought that all the way up to the age until, well, I was 14 until I was raped by a 19-year-old. And that's
Wow.
when my whole world changed at that point. And what that person didn't realize is that not only did he steal my virginity, but he also stole my self-identity. And I was lost, Linda. I mean, I didn't know who I was. I felt dirty. I felt like just vile. I felt like trash. I felt like something just used up and threw out. And it was at a point I knew I had to do something different. You know, I knew something had to change. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I had to put in the work, though. And when I put in the work, meaning I had to go to counseling, I had to get some therapy, and I had to surround myself with people who were loving on me. And that's what helped me to get away from that negative self-degradation. And that's what turned around my whole thing, my whole life. And that's how I'm now able to be that. I like to call it like I'm a Harriet Tubman of authenticity. I help women to just break through stereotypes and bust through glass ceilings in order to find themselves and become who they are. So that's my beacon of light.
And you know, you said something very key that you had to, and I think a lot of people, women, men included, when they go through traumatic situations like that, out, and particularly in the African American community, we cannot be ashamed or afraid that we have to reach out and go to counseling or therapy or any of those things. I mean, that is not a bad word. It's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't mean that, mentally that that there's something wrong with you mentally. And I mean, and it can be in some cases, but I mean, just for the well-being of your mind, of your soul, to reach out and to recognize, first of all, that you need to have counseling. So for you to
Right.
do that, that was, I mean, I believe that probably was the thing to help you get over and continuing, because it's an ongoing process, I'm sure. Would you agree?
Absolutely. It's a journey, not a destination. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely, absolutely. You talk a little bit about, and some of the things that you talk about. You talk about how self-limiting baggage of secrets. Tell us, what you mean about that, because you're an author as well as I'm an author, and I know even in my anthologies, what I talk to the women about is that you have to name it in order for you to be able to heal it. You have to be able to name what it is. If it's rape, you need to be able to name it. You need to be able to say what happened to you. And so a
Yes.
lot of times people don't want to share some of that because of their own shame or guilt. But tell us a little bit about what you meant about self-limiting limiting baggage of secrets.
Absolutely. And you know what, Linda, I say you have to name it to tame it. So
Uh-huh.
I'm with you 100%,
Yes.
100% of the way. And so when we talk about self-limiting baggage, it really goes back into something that us clinicians call schemas. SCHEMAS for those of us who are taking notes. So schemas are basically a grouping of ideas. It's a way of our minds to have a filing system. So that way when we experience new things, it puts it in this system so we can encode and recall. It's like a shortcut. Well, that shortcut is like the pendulum swings both ways, Linda. So it can work for our good or it can also work for our bad. Meaning that at the time when I was raped, I had this negative self image, right? So all my schemas were negative. So let's say it was like a song, like Aaliyah's Rock the Boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. So when you think of that song, think of other songs that go with it. There's another song I like that, Who Do You Love?
Yeah.
Is it him or me? So that will go in there with that song, right? Yeah, absolutely. But now if they tried to put in some rock song, that doesn't mesh. So all of the good things that were happening in my life and the good people that were starting to come into my life, I started to throw them out because it didn't mix with how I felt about myself. And all the negative things, it was sticking to me because that's what I resonated with. That was my vibration. And so what we have to do is we have to find out, we have to do some soul searching, and that does sometimes accompany with therapy. And I just wanted to take a quick detour here because a lot of people when they think of therapy, they think, well, I ain't crazy. You don't have to be quote unquote crazy. First of all, we all crazy. We all have our little different idiosyncrasies, right? So the thing is that according to SAMHSA, which is the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration, it's called AMI, any mental illness. And that goes from mild, moderate, or severe. So you can have some mild traits or some mild characteristics that's happening in your life. Like you may have problems with getting to sleep, staying asleep. You may have some appetite disturbances, eating too much, not eating enough, or loss of appetite. You may have something that's called anhedonia, which means you don't feel like doing anything. That's not lazy. It could be depression. So a lot of these things, probably concentrating, focusing, finishing tasks, any of those things that's plaguing your life could be seen as an AMI. And so, just like if you need to go annually for a physical exam, you should go see somebody for your mental health because our mind controls our body. So, I don't
Yeah.
understand why, in this day and age, why it's so taboo. It just needs to be taken off there. So, those self limiting baggage is the things I was carrying around me looking like Santa Claus with all the negativity, all the bad things that I was thinking. I was picking it up along the way. Anything negative, it was like I was just attracting it to me, Linda, and they were going in the bag. And all the good stuff, I was just throwing them out and not letting them in the bag. Well, if at some point in time, y'all, we got to open up that bag and we got to deal what's in it. And we have to throw the things out that are limiting us, that's holding us back. And it all stems from our minds, our schemas. That's what I'm
Yeah.
referring to.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And one of the other things, before we go, I do want my producer to make sure we put up on the screen how people can get in touch with you if they're
Absolutely.
interested. in being able to be a coach, a speaker, an author, any of those things, you can get in touch with Michelle because I'm sure she has ongoing classes and workshops and things that you might want to be involved in because people are doing so many things nowadays, and so they want to be involved with someone that can help them get to their next level. Now, one of the things that you did talk about that I thought even in right now where we are, and we saw what happened at the Oscar Awards, and knowing your stressors, knowing those trigger points, knowing some of those things that can take you into a direction that you really don't want to go. It's negative, it has negative connotations, it has negative results. So tell us how you help people know how to identify their trigger points.
Absolutely. Thank you, Linda, for that question. And yeah, I was really appalled at the at the Oscars. Let's just put that out there. Let's get that right. Basically, what I do is something called cognitive behavioral therapy. And so we look at kind of behavioral therapy. We look at how different events, how our perceptions and thoughts about those events shapes our feelings and then our behaviors. So I
Hmm.
work with my clients, especially if they say, I find myself feeling irritable in these types of situations. Well, let's deconstruct the situations and let's think
Hmm.
about what are your perceptions and your thoughts when this happens. And then we most times people have a hard time doing that. They talk about usually their feelings. Well, I felt this and I felt that. Okay, great. Why? And so that
Yes.
helps them to get to the thought that sponsored the feeling and the behavior. Most people jump right from the event to the behavior or right from the event to the feelings. I help them to get in tune with what was their thought at that time. Okay, so what helps you to think this way? And what can we do change differently in our thinking? I call it stinking thinking. What can we do to change our stinking thinking around in order for us to produce a different feeling and a different outcome? So I work with people on something that I call it's like a volcano. And first it starts out as a mountain. And we have different thoughts that sponsor different feelings. And so, what are some thoughts that will help you go up that volcano and explode? And what are some thoughts that can help to calm you down? So that's what we do. We
Right.
work with those types of thoughts to help them to then navigate and sponsor their feelings and the outcomes that they want, not the ones they don't want.
Yes, absolutely. And just like you said, sometimes we just have to take a step back, take a deep breath,
Yeah.
think before
Mm-hmm.
we act a lot of times, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what the trigger points do. They can either de-escalate a situation or they can escalate, the situation. And so you just have to know those kind of things that to take you
Yeah.
off, to get you mad, it's a point where you're about to act out of your character. And so you just have to
Mm-hmm.
know how to handle that at that split second moment because it can change a
Yeah.
lifetime. It can change your
It,
lifetime. People are in
it
jail
can
right now
totally
because of trigger points. People are dead right now because things that have happened and you didn't take that time to think and allow yourself to just bring yourself back down. So we really need to know that in this day and age because there's so much going on in the world. We just have to know how to be able to handle our situations and to handle it in a way where everybody can walk away and everybody can
yeah.
walk away and be alive and be happy and and just be able to keep on going, and we're improving. We have to do things, taking coaching classes like you, we have to do things that help us. Even when we think we got it all together, there is always another level that we can go to that can take us to an even higher height. So, Michelle, listen, I thank you so much. I know we didn't get a chance to get through it all, but I thank you. We will have to do this again. But I thank you so
Absolutely.
much for coming on and sharing with us. And you, again, give us how the people can get in touch with you.
Yep, absolutely. The best place is you can go to my website, www.micheledclark, that's Michelle with one L, Michele, middle initial D, Clark.com, no periods in between. You can also reach me. Matter of fact, how about this? If you go ahead and send me a text at 586 then I will have a free copy of Hush, Breaking the Cycle of Silence around sexual abuse. That is my book. That and so get a free copy of that. Yep. So it's 586-298-2121. And for the keyword, put in there, lift the connection, the marketplace connection, lift the
Okay.
marketplace connection. And if you put that in there, then you will get a free copy of my book. In addition to that, you are also going to have a 20-minute conversation and exploration with me, Michelle D. Clark. And in addition to that, we are also having next week, Saturday, Friday and Saturday, is the Global Caregiver Speakers Conference, where I will be speaking there talking about caregivers, because I actually am also a relative caregiver for my son who has special needs. So the keyword is lift the marketplace connection, and here we have lift the marketplace for 586-298-2121. So I will love to work with you all. I would love to connect with you all. And thank you again so much, Linda. And when you go to my website, we will also see upcoming events that we'll have. And just really quickly, I want to put out there, I'm also birthing another company. It's called Lift Nation. So with Lift Nation, that's where we are empowering women to live inspired, free, and transformed. And so please do check out the site. BU Retreats is coming up. So make sure you check out my website for all the ongoings. Love you all to life. Thank you so much, Linda, for
Man.
having us.
All right, busy lady. Thank you so much. And you have a wonderful day, and we will be connecting again, okay? All
Yeah,
right. Have
thank
a
you so
great
much.
day. This has been the Marketplace Connection, our first segment. We want you to stay tuned. We have another guest coming. We do want you to hear from a Mr. Eric Miller and hear all the wonderful things that he is doing, bringing hope to the community. Good morning, my Saturday morning connectors. It's a great day. It's a great morning. It's a great year. It's a great moment. Keep believing, keep hoping, keep hope alive. Live from the new studios, the Marketplace Connection is on the air. I want you to leap into your destiny, upgrade your thinking, expand your capacity, because God wants to give you more. You are more than what you have become. Well, welcome back to the Marketplace Connection. Again, I am your host, Linda Hunt. I am so glad to have you all back. Again, click, like, share for the few minutes that we have left on the air. I have a wonderful guest here today that is doing extraordinary things in the community. I call him a hope dealer too, because of what he is doing for young people. Mr. Eric Miller, who is the president of the Lawn Academy. And this is just so extraordinary what he is doing with young people. So come on in, Eric, and welcome to the Marketplace Connection.
Okay, Ms. Linda Hunt, how do you do this morning? How are you doing?
I am wonderful, Eric. Thank you so much for giving me your time this morning. I know you're a busy young man doing great things with young people, and I am just so proud of that, particularly with the young boys in the community. And so how does a man with a mechanical engineering and human resource management find himself in lawn care? How did you do that?
Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So,
So tell us a little bit about how you got started doing that.
yes. This is how I got started. Yes. I am a senior manager for one of the big three, and during my relocation, I relocated 8 times with the company. In Detroit, it's the 8th city where I've lived. And what I noticed was that, you know what, there's a need for a program that can address the needs of young Black men and young Black women, to give them that self-reliance and competence that's needed, those two sets that's needed to survive. So the lawn care piece came from me growing up in Memphis, Tennessee. I would, starting at the age of 6, I started in lawn care, taught by my cousin, Kenneth Smith. And we would take care of senior citizens throughout the city of Memphis. I remember to this day, Miss Flag, yes, yes, Mr. Tappan, taking care of a ton of seniors in Memphis, Tennessee. And it gave me that ability to say, you know what, you can affect change. You can positively contribute to your communities by doing this. So we utilize that platform as a means to offer youth an opportunity to serve.
Wow. And you provide all of the lawnmowers. I saw the video. You provide the edging and all of those things for the guys to be able to cut the lawns for senior citizens, and they volunteer, correct?
Yes, yes. So the way that we do it, we provide free lawn care services for seniors, veterans, and those that have disabilities. Okay. So
Okay.
yes, so it's a volunteer program. The youth are volunteering, but I like to provide youth a stipend, and I call it an encouragement stipend because I like young men and young women to understand the relationship between work and income, and understand that, you know what, it's nothing wrong with hard work. It is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
And also, that's how that relationship goes. It's not about robbing, stealing, anything of that nature. It's about the relationship between hard work and income.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So I know in watching the video, and your mom said that young men can learn, but everybody learns differently. And so not only do you provide them an opportunity to learn work ethics, but you also offer them an opportunity to get financial literacy, I believe, and some other things that you teach the young people. So they actually have an opportunity to get some college preparation information, things that they need to know, just going on in life, being grown and, growing up and becoming a man. And so, and so I thought it was just so unique that you have a opportunity. You just took something and made it a way to bring a solution to a community of African American males, particularly. And I'm sure if there's other ethnic groups, that want to be involved, they can. But you did something for your community. You saw a void, you came up with an ideal or a solution, and that's what we do in business. We provide solutions. And so you provided a solution in a way for these young boys to learn, about just being hospitable, being nice, being kind, without always having to be paid for it. But they get paid in so many different ways. And so would you say that's kind of the concept behind what you're doing?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you mentioned my mom. I've started this program in memory of her. She passed of cancer. And when she passed, first of all, she was a lifelong educator. She was what was called a master teacher. She earned that certificate or that designation by the state of Tennessee to be a master teacher. And her thought was every youth has the capacity to learn, but we all learn in different methods. So the Lawn Academy is the tool that I use. It's the avenue I use to wrap an educational component around that, to provide young men and women the tool sets needed. So the 6 components we look at competency. Hey, the bar of achievement is high. Reach for it. And it's confidence. Do you have the confidence to reach for that bar? And the third C is, so it's 6 C's. That third C is connection. We teach youth, who have you surrounded yourself with? Are those the people that's lifting you up to reach that high bar of success? And that bar goes up every year. That bar continually goes up. And we have to teach our youth how to reach up. And then we surround, after they have those connections, a lot of people have the ability to reach the bar, but they don't have the character to sustain them at high levels. So what we teach the youth is that the higher you go, character plays a bigger role than ever, because character helps you to maintain where you are, right? So that's where we have youth to develop their character through taking care of those that need help, those seniors, veterans, people with disabilities. And then we look at compassion. We want youth to
Mm-hmm.
have empathy for others and understand, listen, life is bigger than me. Life is sometimes about what I can do for others. So that's why that fifth C called competency or compassion comes from. And then
Mm-hmm.
every psychologist, and the reason we look at the six C's is that this is a universal concept. Whether you're living
Mm-hmm.
in Buckingham Palace or whether you're living, where I live today, these six C's cut across all lines. And all psychologists will tell you that if you can develop those first five C's of competency, confidence, connection, character, and compassion, that sixth C is going to start to emerge. And that's the C that we want, but it takes time to get
Mm-hmm.
there. And that's
Mm-hmm.
contribution. We want to
Mm.
create a situation whereby we provide youth the tool sets to be a positive contributor, not only to themselves, but to their families, to their communities. So we're looking for that 6C, but man, it's a journey. It's a journey. It's not an overnight success. It's not an overnight situation. So we're in it for the long term to accomplish all
Wow.
6Cs.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wonderful. Wonderful. And the age groups are 11 through 19?
11 through 19. Yes. So
Okay.
we start youth. Our educational partner is Wayne County Community College District. We offer classes for youth starting at age 11. And Wayne County Community College, they developed an award-winning program. And just so you know, they won the Governor's Award for Educational Delivery for this
Mm-hmm.
exact program that they developed for the Lawn Academy. And it's so prevalent. It's in workplace development, and it's also about preparedness for college. It's a pretty strong program that we put all the youth through.
Wow. What a program. Well, and it was inspired in the memory of your mother, Doris Miller, and then also your grandmother, Rosie Henderson. You said that every year you plant roses in the yards of the seniors in memory of your grandmother, Rosie Henderson. Is that correct? You plant rose bushes?
Yes, we do. So if you go on Collingwood Street, those that know Collingwood in Detroit, Collingwood and Dexter, it's about approximately 100 houses on that street.
Uh-huh.
That's where we start. So if you go down that street, you'll see a lot of rose bushes, and we plant the roses throughout the city of Detroit for our seniors. And we do that, like you said, in honor and in memory of my grandmother, Rosie Henderson, because we want our
Wow.
seniors to know. We want our seniors to know when they step out on that porch and look at that rose bush, we want them to know two things. Number one, you're loved. We love you. The second thing we want them to know is that how that bush was planted. It was planted by a youth. Something, in that image that you don't see on TV of our youth. It was planted by a youth that cares about them, that got into the ground and dug deep in that ground and planted a rose to say, listen, I want to honor you for who you are. Those are the two things I want the seniors to know. You're loved, and it's the youth in the city of Detroit that are sharing that love with you. That's what we want them to know.
That is wonderful. Well, this is, I'm telling you, probably one of the most unique programs that I've seen. And tell people how they can get their youth involved if they want to get involved. Now, is it West Side, East Side? Is it both sides of Detroit that you work on in planning and cleaning up the lawns?
We're in every neighborhood in Detroit. If you talk to a senior, they'll probably know us. First of all, this is where we are. We have educational programming right now. On the west side, we're located at Durfee Innovation Society, over with the old Durfee High School. We're there.
Mm-hmm.
We're there for ages 11 to 19 for after school programming. We're located on the west side also at Irma Henderson Academy for youth that go to that school. We're teaching mathematics there in the afternoon. We also offer virtual assistance in math for youth that are struggling in math. We have an online program for that. On the east side, we're at Osborne High School. So in the afternoons, we have a strong program that we're developing at Osborne for the youth at Osborne. And also on the east side, we have our brand new location we purchased through the
Mhm.
great assistance of the Impact 100 team of Metro Detroit, where we're at 4900 East McNichols, our location there. And also, we provide financial literacy at 4 of the Detroit high schools throughout the city of Detroit. That's Central High School, Communications, Math, Communications, Media Arts, Davis Aerospace, and Dr. Martin Luther King. So we're out there. And if a youth want to be involved, we just brought on 100 youth. So we're almost full
Wow.
right now for the summer. We're almost full. So I can
Save one
almost.
for me.
So
Save one for me.
I would say,
For my
I would
grandson.
say
Save
we
one.
so we're just about full. Just thinking of it. Go on the website, send me a note, and then we can try to see what we can do. But also this summer, Ms. Linda Hunt, we want to take care of 645 seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities.
Wow.
That's what we want to do.
Amen. Wow. Well, I tell you,
645.
645. Wow. Well, hey, I'm
Yeah.
going to be one of those. Okay. So, and save a space for my grandson because I've already talked to his parents and I want to get him involved. So, Eric,
Yeah.
listen, I'm so sorry we don't have more time to talk, but I
Thank you.
really, really appreciate what you are doing. And I mean, it is going to be something that these young people can look back over their life and say, this man helped me. This man was a man that taught me all of these things that you just named: competency, confidence, connection, character, compassion, contribution. And you have done that. This is a marketplace ministry. And that's what the Marketplace Connection is all about. Taking the ministry to the world, taking it in the community. And you are doing just that. And my hat is off towards you for what you are doing. And these young men, I'm telling you, they'll be able to look back over their life and point back to you some of the things, because some of them don't have fathers or father figures in their lives, but they'll be able to look back to you and say, this man taught me how to be a man of standard, a man of character. So I thank you so much. And definitely we will be talking again real soon. We'll be talking again real soon. Producer, please put that back up on the screen one more time before he go. And I'm telling you, we just bless what you are doing. We bless what you are doing, and we know it is going to touch many, many lives. So thank you so much for giving of your time this morning. And we will talk. We're going to be talking again soon, because I know you're going to be expanding and doing more things. So we'll be talking again real soon. Okay. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on the Marketplace Connection. Well, gang, this has been the Marketplace Connection. We have had two people that have brought hope to the community in the form of coaching from different aspects. And so during this month of hope, find something that you can do this month that can bring some hope to somebody's life, that can change somebody's life, that can uplift somebody's life. That's what we are here to do. And so I just thank you for those of you that did watch. Please, again, connect with us next week. We'll be back on with the Marketplace Connection. Have a great day. We'll see you again. Bye-bye. Good morning, my Saturday morning connectors. It's a great day. It's a great morning. It's a great year. It's a great moment. Keep believing, keep hoping, keep hope alive. Live from the new studios, the Marketplace Connection is on the air. I want you to leap into your destiny, upgrade your thinking, expand your capacity, because God wants to give you more. You are more than what you have become.